The beach. It's just a happy place to be. And when there's things to celebrate, boy, let's go to the beach. Only one little problem. We don't want to go all the way to the ocean. So, how can we get the experience of the beach away from the beach? Why you go to Tachihi Beach in Tachikawa Station and enjoy your barbecue of skewers and skewers and skewers of food. Yes, we're going to talk about my experience with a Japanese style party. Let's go. Trevor in Tokyo. If there's any good excuse to celebrate, it's bringing more people into the fold as my co-workers. So how do we decide to celebrate such a party? We decided to have a barbecue. And not just any barbecue, a Japanese style barbecue. And if you know me, which is hardly at all, then you'll know that I'll use any opportunity to make a half-baked video for your amusement. Yay! The Tachini Beach location turned out to be quite an interesting place. It's basically an outdoor picnic center, but mimics the beach, having sand pits, beach volleyball, beach soccer, and places to build a sand castle. Only downside is, of course, it's raining outside, so there's not a whole lot of sand to be had there. More mud. But more importantly, were plenty of patio space, tents with picnic tables outside to feast and marry and revel. They also had barbecue stations. For our admission fee, we get our thing of starter and our box of charcoal and our grill, and we set about making the barbecue. We put the charcoal into the tray, lit the starter, and began the process of stoking the fire. Now, we didn't have any fans on hand, so we instead used our paper plates to waft the fire, until we finally got our smoldering, beautiful fire for our barbecue. Now, the lab was a fairly decent size with some 14 or 15 people, including people who brought their significant others and kids. So there was plenty of food that needed to be eaten and plenty of food to cook. There was meat of every single variety, from cow to chicken to pork to sea fish of every type. We had fishes, we had squid, we had octopus, we had little mussels, we had snails. They had king prawn, they had whole squid, they had bacon, they had sorts of meats that I couldn't even identify. Well, one important question. I don't eat meat, so what do I eat at a Japanese barbecue? Oh, they thought about this. These were hungry Japanese people. Mushrooms, carrots, squash, zucchini, apples, bananas, oranges, pineapple. Another special treat was onigiri. So onigiri is just a ball of rice, but here toasted over the fire, lightly brushed with sesame sauce, and toasted again to produce a hard capsule on the inside that has the nice mochi texture on the inside. It was quite delicious. And then, just to make it so much more interesting, they decided to have a pot over the fire with which we made cheese fondue and molten chocolate. So on top of all these various types of food, we now get to dip our food in it as well. I normally eat a respectable size lunch at work, and my coworkers tend to eat their very small, cute but fancy bento boxes, so I wasn't expecting them to eat that much. But no. From the time that we got the fire stoked at 11 o'clock in the morning until the time they finally kicked us out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon was non-stop picnic revelry. Food after food after food after food. So much food. In Japanese culture, wasting food is an absolute no-go. So they kept bringing out mushrooms for me to eat, especially in my case, say, Trevor-san, we made these mushrooms for you and someone has to eat them. Otherwise, they'll go to waste. And so I nobly took it upon myself to eat one thing of mushrooms, another thing of mushrooms, another thing of mushrooms, seeing that we finally are reaching the end of the bowl and I can relax for the briefest moment. I eat the final mushrooms. And you know what? You know what they said? Oh, look, the bowl of mushrooms is empty. Let's chop up some more mushrooms to barbecue on the grill. And so over the course of this 4-hour period, I proceeded to eat more food than I have in a long, long time. And boy, it was good. So, no matter what the day brings, whether it's sunny outside or the rain comes, don't let the weather rain on your happiness or the chances and opportunities. It's always a good day for a barbecue, and it's always a good day to form memories which will last a lifetime. Insert other stereotypical information here. I've been Trevor in Tokyo. See ya next time.